Recent reports have suggested that Ahsoka will be casting a second lead character alongside Rosario Dawson, and in a recent interview, Adam Driver gives his honest opinion on Star Wars conventions and what he thinks about Star Wars fans. In a recent report, there has been speculation that Disney is currently looking to cast a second main character next to Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka Tano. At the very moment, there is no confirmation as to what the name of the actor is, nor any news about the name of the character, but the report has given a few clues and descriptions as to who this character might be. The character is at the moment known as Riz and has been described as a lone wolf, world-weary despite his young age. Due to the description, many have speculated that this could in fact be referring to Ezra Bridger. Some fans have pointed out that the name and description roughly matches the character of Ezra, and it's a very common thing for Lucasfilm to avoid spoilers by using coded names when casting well-known characters. Not to mention, the last time we saw Ahsoka, she was on the trail of Grand Admiral Thrawn, who was last seen heading off into hyperspace with Ezra Bridger. However, I actually don't agree that the character description matches that of Ezra, at least not based on what we know about the character. The Ezra that we know is by no means a lone wolf. The entire Rebels Season 1, or half of it, was about him learning to work and live with others, so I highly doubt that this is the same character. But that being said, I won't rule out the fact that his experiences with Thrawn and his disappearance might have changed him for the worse. And if this is the case, describing Ezra now as world-weary would definitely be a possibility. But on the other hand, Riz could be referring to an entirely new character. If Ahsoka is still in search for Ezra, like she was when we last saw her in Rebels, Ezra may not feature so prominently in the Ahsoka series, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense to consider him as a second lead. So it could be the case that Riz is an entirely new character, not to mention it's pretty important to introduce fresh blood to the show, as having it choke full already with known characters might alienate newer viewers and make the show a little too stuffy instead of it being a fresh endeavor. It's important to introduce a new character for audiences to latch onto, and we've seen this importance when it comes to Mando and Grogu. So from a creative standpoint, it might make more sense to have Riz as an entirely new character. Given that Ezra's fate is a big mystery, it might be even more exciting to link his story towards the end of the Ahsoka show as a big reveal or as the main objective of the adventure. In that way, it might create a much better payoff. Not to mention, imagine if Riz as a new character that would fill in the role of a student, allowing Ahsoka to develop a sort of mentor-student dynamic. I think there would be a very exciting dynamic to explore here, and one that would most certainly mirror the past relationship of Ahsoka and Anakin Skywalker. So who knows what might happen in the future? In an interview, Adam Driver reveals his true thoughts about why he will most likely never return to Comic-Con. In an interview on the Graham Norton show, the actor recounted his time when he went to Comic-Con prior to the release of The Force Awakens. The actor describes how he was terrified by the sheer intensity of Star Wars fans. Have a listen to what he has to say.
I didn't know the rules of a Comic-Con. I show up and it's 2,000 people who are just very devoted. It's just a lot of energy. I mean, it's nice. I'm not anxious to go again.
So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I am the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.